here's the deal to set the stage going to the main event. You got Reyes, who's never lost and has only really been challenged once. Okay, Reyes was 11-0. Incredible MMA record. Going in with 10 finishes. Now, his last fight with Volk, it was touch and go. Okay, fine. He's a human being. Okay, fine. But he's got to patch that up. If he wants to be the number one contender, he's only 29 years old. He's a good-looking guy. He's got a fantastic record. He's got an exciting style. He checks a whole bunch of boxes, but he needs a premier win. This is your chance. The world champion with the biggest upset in the history of the sport, and everybody remembers him, Chris Weidman, is now in the weight class. Here's your chance. Chris, tough spot, but you want to get back on top, we're going to give you the opportunity. Main event, sold-out arena, live on ESPN. But you have a young up-and-comer with an undefeated record. Great. Weidman's in. Both guys like how that sounds. If that sounded intimidating to any of you in this business, it's exactly the phone call I wanted. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Chris is going to go up in weight. I like that. And if you go look historically, guys who go up in weight always do so well. They do much better than guys that go down in weight. By example, off the top of my head, look at Conor McGregor, 145-pounder, did just fine, moves up to 155, did even better. Look at Daniel Cormier, 205 pounds, did just fine, moves up to heavyweight, did even better. But just by example. Amanda Nunes, we want to keep going. Amanda Nunes did just fight at 135, moves up to 145, gets out of there even quicker. Going up in weight historically has been a very good thing. Now, there's a trade-off. The trade-off is if you're grappling heavy, if that is your game plan, the guy's going to be harder to take down. He's just a bigger guy. He doesn't need all the moves. He doesn't need all the reflexes. He just has size. He has good solid gravity anchoring him to the ground. Okay, fine. The other side of it is if the guy hits you, and though in theory his shots are going to be a little slower than what you're used to dealing with, but should he connect, they're going to hurt more. It's a bigger guy. Okay, we get it. I have to tell you, though, going into this fight, Chris Weidman has never had his ass kicked. No matter what any of you say, or what any of you may remember, or what any new fan might go and look at a record, Chris Weidman has never had his ass kicked. Never. He has been in every single fight. He has won moments of every single fight. He has won rounds of every single fight, including the fights that went against him. Period. Weidman's got a shot. Period. Weidman got his ass kicked. First time ever. Welcome to the club, Chris. I say that for you guys because both of these guys knew what was on the line. They both knew a world title shot. And the trajectory of their immediate future of their career was on the line. That's what they agreed to. So tip of the hat to young Dominick Reyes. And as far as him needing a signature win over a signature fighter in a signature moment, yeah, check, check, and check. He got him. I think he got Weidman's respect right off the bat. He threw I believe it was a kick to the body, and it didn't totally stick Weidman, but it backed him up. And that's one place you don't see Chris Weidman go very often. Weidman kind of backed up and he kind of reset and came back in. The highlight of the fight for me, and I'm looking at this fight, looking at who can captivate the minds of the audience to get a win over Jon Jones. Who can make people think for the first time in a meaningful period that the movie of Jon Jones's next 5 rounds ends any different than it has over the last 9 years. The moment of the fight that that was surprising. Reyes threw a shot at Weidman. Weidman came underneath it and blasted him with a double leg. A perfect setup with perfect timing. Got to the perfect position. Head outside, knees under his chest, hands behind the butt cheeks. Reyes never fell down. For me, as somebody that's looking for a guy who has all of the elements, that was a very big moment. It was a very, very big moment. watching the balance, watching the adjustment of the hips, watching Reyes know where the fence was, watching him come under the chin, prime up, get his hips back, get back to the open. Reyes and Weidman agreed going into this. It's winner take all. Dominick Reyes took it all.
On the feet or on the ground, undefeated, never lost a round. Biggest arms in the city of Westland, undisputed, GOAT king of wrestling. Tito tapped, Fado quit. John Jones broke a toe and had to sit. Anderson got mauled and bashed, and the bad guy made off with a bag of cash. Oh, and by the way, let me offer this. Chael knows just how good Conor McGregor is, and he knows into all is where Kevin Lee fits, but he'll never reveal the secrets to business. Uncle Chael, Uncle Chael, Uncle Chael, Iranami, Uncle Chael, Uncle Chael, Uncle Chael, the